Hello, I'm gonna do a track breakdown on Sparks in the Back. I just came out with a music video for it. Before we get into it, my buddy Stevie I've been working with was just using his E-kit. Basically just used the Roots kit and found any snare that was not too ringy and pitched it way down. Nice nuances, nice big sound. I EQ'd it a little bit, compressed it a lot, put a limiter on. I did this bus send. So a very compressed bus, parallel drum compression. I decided to double that with phased out drums. You hear the real drums combined with the phased drums, creating like this cool phasing effect. So on that track, I took out the snare and kick and then lowered some of the highs. But anyway, let me show you guys what Stevie did and helped me do with this song. First demo here, it started out totally different. It started out with the solo section. Really boring. And then I went to the pre-chorus section, and it was a little different. And here's the chorus. He told me that he's like, dude, you gotta make it 10% faster, so. This layout, he said, put that hook, put that first, and make that repeating throughout the song, because that's the most catchy part of the song. So it's faster, has a better structure. It's just the layout that it is now. Chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, solo, breakdown, chorus. And then after that, after he recorded drums, I decided I'm gonna make it 10% faster again. The tempo is way better. 154. It's just, you could dance to it a lot more. It just sounds like a really nice drum kit. It sounds pretty realistic. If you're on a budget, don't have access to a studio, the V-drums option on Logic, if you have an E-kit, look what he called it. Tempo increase in order of Granelle. It's just good having one drum track. Just sent me an awesome sounding track and I didn't have to worry about it too much. Some percussion stuff, obviously cowbell. But I think it just helps drive the song a little bit. Those fills are awesome. This is such Stevie stuff right here.
And now.
Just counting in like a band teacher or something. I just put an octave on it just so you can really hear it. When we jump to the bass, not the best bass tone, but this is before I bought my bass. That's this guitar with a whammy pedal pitched down an octave. Had to be the blues driver that I had at the time, just for that distortion. It's second like octave lower on there, just to give it more bass because I was insecure about my fake bass. And in the mix it works, but when you hear it, it just sounds kind of crap. Right there. And then I also recorded a guitar part to match that. That cowbell on the quarter note does something. And oh yeah, and those claps. They're just your Logic claps from the drum kit. It's just a fun counter rhythm, I guess. Oh, that was fun right there. Second cowbell. You gotta have those Easter eggs of those percussion things because it just adds to the live feel. That's it for drums and bass. Let's get to the synths. Let's check out the first one, Synthetic Times. Some 6 chords. It's just really some texture to add on top of the guitar chords. So I called it Mr. Softy. I just thought it reminded me of oh yeah, the clave really helps with the groove. Those little like short notes. It's way cooler with it on. think that was Stevie's idea, actually. I think he sent me some MIDI piano. Anyway, all the synths, like the guitar chords too, are going to this bus. Gotta have some drip on there. Kyle Beats. It was literally 2 clicks. And then I put some saturation on. A little bit. Compression. And then tremolo. So a cool thing here in the verse. Arctic Monkeys kind of spring reverb on their AM album. This is some cool stuff right here. Some 9th chords with tremolo on them. If anyone wants to sample that, let me know. I'll send it to you guys. These guitars are not the main focus of the song, which brings me to my next point. Alright, for those of you who don't know what HX Edit is, the program for this HX Stomp, it's an amp modeler pedal. It has cab sims, head sims, all these different guitar pedal simulations. Let's go to the first tone here that I had. It says Texas Flood. This was me trying to get a Stevie Ray Vaughan sound. I can use this pedal live and have the same exact tone. And it's just a digital thing that I save on my computer and I could reload it. So basically, Tube Screamer into Interstate Z. Into the 212. Yeah, here are my settings. I think I did use this modulation stuff, which is analog chorus. Let's hear how similar it sounds if it's the same preset. So yeah, that's what I did for the chorus as well as the double leads panned left and right. Octaves are always sick, especially with this bluesy, intricate riff. Different tone right here. Valve driver into the deluxe. The valve driver is this sort of fuzzy tone, and then this is the Fender tone, so I combined those distortions, and they just create this weird sound. You just get this cool fuzzy tone. And it had this fuzzy stuff on it, and then with the flanger, it's just Logic flanger. Then that bus is sending to quarter note delay and 8th note delay. That's cool to do 2 different delays. For this section, I had this like vibrato-ish sounding clean. On top of that, I have the Platux. This tone, it doesn't even sound like a guitar. It sounds like a steel drum or some weird synth. Without it, just a normal amp. But yeah, this is cool. It's these octaves up with your reverb. Whole thing's a solo technically when you're thinking about instrumental guitar music, but solo section. Key changes to D flat. I used my Jackson. Like all those fast notes get lost with all the gain. 28 millisecond delay on the left, and then 20 millisecond delay on the right. Quarter note and 8th note. So it's just so much delay going on, in this section with these chords. That's a cool tone. And I go back to the original key. It's like a nice relief back to D. But anyway, I have a separate track of these echoes from the solo. You have your main track, whether it be vocals or lead guitar, and then you can select what you want as your echoes. That's really it. I mean, this is a pretty simple track. I mean, you got drums, percussion. What is hay snare? I don't know what that is. Honestly, I forgot about this. It's like some guy saying, hey. I pitched it down and put some reverb. Like, can you even hear that in the mix? Yeah, this is Sparks in the back. Thanks to Stevie for helping me structure this and recording drums to it. And thanks to Mark for thinking of the name.